Exceptional rain and impactful winds through the next few days, with numerous warnings in force across Scotland, including a red warning across southern parts of Aberdeenshire and Angus. So let's see where this rain has come from. This is the radar from earlier. It's pushing up from England and Wales and then slowly covering much of central and southern areas of Scotland as we went through Thursday morning. The wind's coming in from the east, and that's really enhancing the rainfall, particularly across the mountains towards the east. Dry skies through the next few days will be Shetland, northwestern parts of Scotland, also seeing some clearer and drier weather. That won't be the case, though, across more southern and eastern areas. There'll be a lot of impacts associated with this storm, Storm Barbet, and with that we are expecting a huge amount of rain. Also damaging winds, a real squeeze on the isobars, gusts up to 70 miles an hour. There's a yellow wind warning in force and a amber warning for wind until this evening, that's Thursday evening. And then at 6 p.m. on Thursday evening, this red warning kicks in. This is where we're expecting to see the highest amount of rainfall, but a broad rain warning covering much of central, northern and southeastern areas of Scotland. A wind warning towards the north there, gusts up to 70 miles an hour, just hopping over the northwest Highlands. And then later we'll see warnings just towards the southeast of Scotland, an amber warning through Friday as well. But really it's the red warning where we are likely to see most of the impacts in terms of flooding and also wind damage. The winds are coming in from the east, southeast, blowing over the mountains, so some very strong and damaging gusts, gales, a noisy night to come into Friday morning. So let's just zoom in on this red zone, because that's where we're most concerned about the amount of rain and the level of flooding that is likely across this area. So the reason why is the combination of rain, which will be persistent and heavy, and the direction of the wind, which will be very gusty. So we've got three types of flooding. We have river flooding, surface water flooding, and also coastal flooding, with coastal overtopping with some high waves. So this is the area here where we're likely to see some deep water flooding. And some of these towns and villages are serviced by more than one river, so there could be a delay in the water coming down from the hills to the lowest point. Up to 150 to 250 millimetres of rain over the next few days. It's more than a month's worth of rain just in around 48 hours. And this red warning goes from 6 p.m. on Thursday until lunchtime on Friday. But there is a broader amber warning still covered by this area here throughout tomorrow. So through Thursday evening, you can see this relentless rain. The rain also extends towards the northwest Highlands, where there's an amber warning for rain, and the winds will also be a real feature of the weather. So high waves, coastal overtopping, damaging gusts. There'll be blocked drains which will allow water to rise very quickly, and some heavy showers moving in across southern and southwestern areas through into Friday morning. And in fact, Friday we'll see higher rainfall totals towards the southeast of Scotland. Temperatures then holding up overnight, but it's a wet and windy start to the day, a nasty start. Advice is not to drive, particularly if you're in the amber or red zone through Thursday night and into Friday morning. The risk of driving into high water, deep flood water. And so through the day we continue, that's tomorrow, to see this rain. You can see it's just not moving very far, very fast. Yes, you'll see some rain across the central belt of Scotland, a few showers moving in across western Scotland, drier skies across Caithness, Orkney and Shetland. But even here a gusty wind is likely, and that wind continues across this eastern zone of Scotland. But notice the higher rainfall totals through the afternoon will push down towards Berwick, south of Edinburgh. So that's where we'll see an amber warning through Friday and into Saturday. But a bright and breezy end to the day towards the northwest. Showers continue across Orkney, one or two for Shetland, but some drier weather as well. So through Friday evening and overnight, the rain continues. Yes, it will be showery across northern parts of Aberdeenshire, as well as the far north of Scotland. But this rain here, particularly Dundee southwards towards the eastern side, again accentuated by that wind, will continue through Friday night and into Saturday morning. And the rain will slowly creep up towards Angus as well as Aberdeenshire through into the early hours of Saturday morning. The air remains cold across the north and northwest, and again we'll see some showers. Dry weather towards Oban. Yes, you'll see some patchy rain across Glasgow as well as the Trossachs, but this is where the most intense bursts will be into the beginning of the weekend, where a yellow rain warning remains through the day. So through Saturday, it's a repeat performance. It really is one of those periods of weather which is just so exceptional and really quite scary for many because of the amount of rain, the amount of the volume of water which is just falling from the skies. Showery bursts then move in towards the southeast later on as more rain pushes towards the Moray Firth as well as northwest Highlands. Now your bigger picture through Saturday and into Sunday, low pressure remains to the south. Again, a squeeze on the isobars, still very windy, particularly across Shetland as well as Orkney. The winds then fall lighter through Sunday morning and fewer showers. Yes, it'll still be a bit cloudy and some showery bursts here and there, but certainly not the copious amounts of rain that we will see through the next 60 hours. And this unsettled weather continues throughout Sunday. So yes, showery bursts of rain, a lot of cloud and also a lighter breeze. So the advice through the next few days, please stay tuned to your local forecast. Check out all the flood warnings on SEPA. And here's your outlook through Sunday. Take care.